Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. It's the final regular season home game for the St. Clair Saints as they welcome the Sheridan Bruins to town. Hello, everybody. My name is Dan Dominguez, and I, along with the We Digital crew, will have all the action for you today on Seniors Day, as a number of the Saints were honored prior to today's game. We'll mention some of those as the broadcast continues, but right now we're going to get right to the defensive lineups. Defensively for the St. Clair Saints, from left to right across the outfield, is Owen Levesque. Andrew Sleeman in center. Tyler Brown-Amlin is your right fielder today. Third base, Lawrence Aurelio. Bryce playing at short. Finnegan Russett is your second baseman. Cannon Gale at first today. Your battery today, Jonas Leclair, the starting pitcher. Riley Naughton is your catcher. And then we're going to get to that visiting Sheridan Bruins batting order. The Bruins this year are 5-9, coming on a one-game winning streak. Leading off, Mateo Rugarello, Sean Durana, Kane Gowney, Eric Brown, Ethan Murdy at catcher, Aiden Cowper, Kevin Linfield, Jesse Burney as the third baseman, Tyler Law, and batting for himself, the pitcher, Tyler Barbier for the Sheridan Bruins. 5 2/3 inning with an 0-1 record. He's sporting a 4.94 ERA, a high kind of 194 whip, only 5 Ks. The Saints split a doubleheader here yesterday against the Humber Hawks. They won the first game 6-4, dropped the second one 9-6. Sheridan comes to us down from Lambton, where they split a doubleheader, upset the top seed in game 2. They won that game 8-6. They dropped the first game of the doubleheader 13-3. So St. Clair's still battling. We'll get to those standings in between innings, but a real logjam in the middle of the standings for seeding positions heading into the OCAA championships not too far away. Of course, those OCAA finals are going to be held right here at Lacoste Park. St. Clair trying to defend the 4-time champ, looking for the drive for 5, and we're underway as the left-hander is ready to go. First pitch, Leclair winds and fires. In there for strike 1. We're underway at 1:03. This one's chopped foul towards the first base coaching box. Beautiful day out there today. 26 degrees, no humidity. A little bit of a wind, 13-kilometer-hour wind. Looks like it's heading out towards left center field a little bit. Nothing the player should have too much concern for. Left-hander winds and fires, just misses down low. That runs the count to 1-2. Rugarella comes into the game batting .268, 4 ribbies. Pitch outside corner, strike 3 looking. Leclair paints the outside black for out number 1.
Shortstop number 13, Vishay Shandarana.
That brings up Vishay Shandarana, 5'9" out of Caledon, Mayfield Secondary School. He's a second-year player. First pitch in there, strike 1. Shandarana only sporting a 185 batting average this year, 5 for 27. Team batting average about 256 for the Bruins. That one misses away. Leclair all around the zone so far, so he's been pretty consistent early on in this one. Swing and a miss. Leclair ahead again, 1-2, 2 straight batters where he's been ahead 1-2. Outfield pretty straight away, center field pretty deep. Now the wind's kind of shifted over to right field all of a sudden. There's a fly ball left field. Levesque's over, battles the sun a little bit, but is able to make the catch. You can see at the last moment there, he shaded his eyes from that sun coming over the first base side. So 2 up, 2 down. 3-hitter Gawney comes to bat. This is their star hitter, 16 for 40 this year. Only 5 ribbies, but a 400 batting average. Just over an 800 OPS. He stares at strike 1. Ghani's 5'10" out of Brampton. David Suzuki Secondary School. Ground ball left side, Chopper's going to go foul. Aurelio over there to grab it. Leclair grabs a new baseball. So 3 straight batters, Leclair has been able to jump ahead in the count. Winds and fires, line drive, left side, caught at third base. Quick 3 up, 3 down for the Saints. As Leclair has a good quick inning in the top of the first. So we're going to head to the standings now. You're going to take a look at the OCAA standings as we're entering the final week of play. You see at the top of the standings is Lambton, 11-3. Fanshawe sits at 10-5. The top 2 seeds will get a bye in that first day on Thursday, so that's a big spot to be in the 1 or the 2. Durham sits at 9-6, and there's St. Clair 8-7, Humber 6-8, and then there's Sheridan 5-9, hanging on to the last playoff spot, and Sioux down at 1-12, unlikely to make the postseason. And we're going to get to those defensive lineups. There's lineups across the outfield from left to right. Law, Rugarello, Linfield. Third base is Bernie, Shondarana, Brown, Cowper, and your battery today for the Sheridan Bruins, Barbier and Murdy, our pitcher and catcher. And the batting order for the St. Clair Saints, Bryce Plain, Cannon Gale, Owen Levesque, the 3-hitter. DH today, the tall left-handed batter, Mitch McCosh. Andrew Sleeman's in center, and there's Aurelia. We saw made that nice play at third base. He's batting in the 6th spot. Tyler Brown-Amlin is the 7-hole. Riley Naughton, and rounding out the batting order, Finnegan Russett for the St. Clair Saints. The Saints sit at 8-7, a 1-game losing streak. They lost the 2nd game last night. They have a 5-4 home record, where Sheridan is 3-3 on the road. Saints have a pretty good team batting average, about 280. They've scored 92 runs in their 15 games. And they're sporting a .418 on-base percentage, so they do get quite a few walks. And speaking of walks, the last time these 2 teams face, St. Clair defeated Sheridan a couple games, 18-0 and 10-4. Those games were at Sheridan. In the 18-0 game, that was only a 4-inning affair. The pitching staff for the Sheridan Bruins had an unbelievable 15 walks and 1 hit by pitch in only 4 innings pitched. But Sheridan puts out a little bit stronger pitcher out there today in Barbier. Tyler Barbier has a 1-3 record, a 170 whip, but only a 3.96 ERA would go along with 13 strikeouts. So it appears they might have saved their ace for St. Clair here today after playing a couple in Lambton yesterday. Holds the ball high, pitching from the stretch. That ball misses up and in, ball 1. Bryce Plain, 300 batting average, has a 775 OPS. Right-hander looks in there for strike 1, evens the count. Outfield, infield, playing pretty straight away. Barbier holds the ball high in his stretch. That one just misses low. Murdy, the catcher today for the Bruins. The 2-1 pitch to Plain. This one's fouled right back over us. That evens the count at 2. Two count. We're at bottom of the first inning, just getting underway. Just 1 game today. And the 2-2 pitch to Plain. Just misses on the breaking ball, low and away. Bryce Plain, he's in his 2nd year with the Saints. Battle Creek, Michigan, 5'8", Lakeview High School. Leadoff hitter runs the count to full. Here's the payoff pitch. Line shot center field. Right at the center field. Rugarello is there and makes the play for out number 1. Here comes Cannon Gale.
Cannon Gale.
Gale having a strong year. Leads the team in OPS 973 with a 364 batting average. 8 RBIs, also scored 8 runs with a stolen base. Strong righty, plays both corners for the Saints, first and third base. First base today. Takes ball 1 just a little bit high. Cannon Gale out of Leamington, Ontario. I've known Cannon since the T-ball days at Leamington Minor Ball. The 1-0 pitch to Gale. In there for strike 1, evens the count at 1. Number of Leamington products on this team. You also see Brady Nelson. He's not pitching today. Threw yesterday for the Saints. Another strong product from the Leamington system. Curveball into Gale in there for strike 2, 1-2. Nice breaking ball there from Barbier. A little bit of a funky setup from Barbier, so the Saints going to take some getting used to. There's a pitch, swings that ball out of the zone for strike 3, and Gale goes down. Barbier did face the Saints back in that doubleheader earlier in the season in 4 innings pitched. Only gave up a couple of earned runs. There were some unearned runs there as well. He had in 4 innings pitched, though, had 8 walks, 5 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch from Barbier. So he was nowhere near the zone in that game earlier in the season. Looks to be a little bit better control so far as Levesque steps up. That ball, curveball, gets through the 5-hole of the catcher. Owen Levesque, 361 batting average, right behind Gale with that 968 OPS. Has a home run. The 1-0. Ground ball, slow roller to shortstop, fires across the diamond, just in time by a step, and the third out is recorded. So we're through 1 complete here at Lacoste Park. We're going to take a short break. You're watching live on We Digital.
For St. Clair in the bottom of the first, no runs on no hits. There are no errors and no runners left.
Welcome back, everybody. Second inning. Getting ready to get underway here. No score in the first. Both teams 3 up, 3 down. Clair back on the bump. Eric Brown, the leadoff hitter. He's playing second base today for the Bruins. In there for strike 1. Eric Brown, 5'11", out of Georgetown. Christ the King Catholic Secondary School. Third-year player for the Bruins. Little ball in on the hands. They're going to have to get the first baseman over there. Fire across. Nice play. Looks like the first baseman, Gale, came way off the bag. And a nice play by Clair to get over there in time to both find the ball and also get the foot on the bag.
Left fielder, number 24.
That's a
Ethan
tough play from
Murray.
Gale and Leclair on the 1-3 put out. So another quick out for Leclair. Doing well conserving his pitch count. First pitch misses away, big left-handed batter. It's the catcher, it's Ethan Murdy. Murdy 6'3" out of Huntsville. He's a first-year player. He does have a home run this year. That ball just misses the outside corner. Murdy batting .324 and .878 OPS. One of the top hitters for this Bruins lineup. Swing and a miss, takes a big rip on it. Might have got a little piece of it. That runs the count to 2-1. First time we've seen Leclair behind a hitter in the count. Center field shaded a little bit over to the right side. Nice pitch on the outside corner, takes an emergency hack at that one and runs the count 2-2. So lefty facing lefty here, the 2-2 count. One away. Swing and a miss. Puts the tag on him just to be safe. He's out, a beautiful breaking ball outside part of the plate. And Murdy just waved at it.
First baseman, number 31. Aiden
Here comes a big first baseman, another 6'3", some big bodies on this Bruins team. Second-year player from Mayfield Secondary. Cowper hitting .333 on the year. Leclair misses strike one, misses for ball one. Cowper 13 for 39 on the year. Outside corner in there for strike one, even to count at one. Big left-handed bat, first base guarding the line. Down the first baseline. That one catches the outside part, strike two. Leclair again only pitched 5 2/3 this year, but so far having his way with his Bruins batters through 5 batters. There's one fouled away to the left side. That's out of play. Leclair head 1-2 in the count, 2 away. He's retired the first 5 he's seen. The 1-2 to Cowper. Little slow ground ball left side, just under the glove of the third baseman, and that's down for a single. He takes a big turn at first base, but the big body's going to hold tight. So the first hit of the game, Cowper just got it under the glove of Aurelio.
Right fielder, number 17, Kevin Linfield.
So just kind of stuck the bat out there and pushed it down to the left side, and it just got under the glove of the third baseman, and the Bruins have the first base runner of the ball game. Let's bring up the right fielder, Kevin Linwood. Linwood takes strike one right down the middle of the plate. Linwood, another 6-footer, 6'1" out of Brampton, a second-year player. Cowper not taking much of a lead at all over at first. Fly ball right field, that's going to slice foul in towards the Sheridan Bruins bullpen. So Leclair's ahead 0-2. 1 on, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Gale holding him on, but not very tightly, as now Cowper takes an extra step, but still not very far. That one in on his head. That did catch him a hit by pitch on an 0-2 pitch. So Leclair tries to come down and in on him and catches him down low. So a mistake there from Leclair, and that's going to put runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Jesse Burney.
So not a lot of speed at second base. The outfield playing pretty deep. So a single, Saints might have a shot at the plate. That one's in on the hands of the batter, down for ball one. This is Jesse Burney now, the third base. He's batting an even 300 coming into this one, 12 for 40. 5 RBIs on the season. He's got 1 in scoring position now. Burney listed at 6'4". That ball misses down and in. 6'4" out of Mississauga. He's a fourth-year player. One of only, looks like 3 fourth-year players on this Bruins team. So Clair got himself in a bit of a jam after the weak single. He hits the batter with an 0-2 count as he pumps in a strike. Clair comes set, takes a quick peek at the runners. That's in, it catches the inside corner. Batter didn't like that one. Burney thought that was a little bit in, but that evens the count at 2. So deuces are wild here in the top of the second. 2 runners on, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Big pitch coming from Clair. Ground ball right side. 2-hopper to Gale. Gale's going to take it himself and step on the bag. Clair gets out of the inning with no damage. So we're through 1.5 here at Lacoste Park. Still no score. You're watching on We Digital.
For Sheridan in the top of the second, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left. Just a reminder that our concession stand is open and is located directly behind the stands. They are serving hot dogs, water, pop, chips, candy, and sunflower seeds.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the second inning, ready to get underway. No score. Bruins got 2 on base in the top of the second, unable to cash in. This game remains tied. Big Mitch McCosh coming in. He's DHing today. McCosh stands tall at 6'6". Third-year player out of Bell River High. First pitch, McCosh takes down low. Some big games down the stretch here for the Saints, trying to jockey into a little bit better position. They trailed Durham by 1 game, and they lost the season series to Durham 2 games to 1. There's one off the fist, right side, that's going to drop, and there's a single for McCosh. The Saints get their first hit of the ball game. Looked like that ball got in on him on the hands, but he was strong enough to muscle it out to right center field. And the Saints have their first runner aboard here. So now looking over at the signs, here comes Andrew Sleeman. Sleeman had a big doubleheader against Sheridan earlier in the season. He had a combined 4 for 7. He scored 5 runs, 4 RBIs, a walk, and hit his lone homer. Yeah, his lone home run of the season up in Sheridan. He squares the bunt. This one goes 1-hopper right back to the mound. Fires across in time. Sacrifice bunt 1-3. So the Saints playing a little bit of small ball as they're looking to play maybe a low-scoring game here, trying to get this runner in.
Third baseman number 24, Lawrence Aurelio.
That brings Aurelio up. He's playing third base today for the Saints. Aurelio's 5'11" out of Mississauga. St. Martin, first-year player for the St. Clair Saints. Comes up in a big situation, takes outside on the corner for strike one. 1 on, 1 out. McCosh singled, fisted one to right center field. Sleeman bunted him over to second. Big hole on the right side. If Aurelio can push one that way. Off-speed breaking ball misses high. Looked like it slipped out of the pitcher's hand from Barbier. McCosh taking a pretty good lead off of second base. Brown keeping an eye on him. That one misses up and in on the fastball. Aurelio checks down. The head coach, Tristan Bouchat, first-year manager, been with the team for 8 years. The 2-1 to Aurelio. Outside, swings through it for strike two. Nice pitch by Barbier on the outside part of the plate. Looks like Aurelio tried to pull that one and unable to do so. Barbier comes set. The 2-2. That one hops. The runner's going. He's in trouble. That one, he is, let's see, and out at third base. McCosh gets caught up on the base pass, and we've seen that from the Saints a couple weekends in a row, having a little bit of trouble on the bases, getting thrown out. That one hopped the catcher, but Murdy did a great job to keep the ball in front of him, was able to find it. And he fired the ball over to Bernie, and Bernie was able to get the tag on the big 6'6" McCosh. So 2 outs, nobody on now for the Saints as they run themselves out of a potential rally. So the next pitch, Aurelio ends up taking a walk. And that'll bring up Brown Amlin. Brown Amlin, a two-way player for the Saints, 6'3" out of Windsor. He's a Sandwich secondary grad. Third-year player. Pick-off attempt from the catcher. Aurelio scampers back to first. First pitch misses, so there's ball one. Barbier peeks over his shoulder, gives the runner a look. Holds for a long time. And then just misses, doesn't get the call. Looks like he might have missed a little bit down. So we'll keep an eye on Aurelio at first base. Takes a good secondary. This one's in there for a strike. Brown Amlin standing tall in the right-handed batter's box. Breaking ball misses in the dirt again. Doesn't look like Barbier has the feel of that off-speed pitch yet. Hasn't been able to find the zone too often. So he falls behind 3-1. That one misses high, way out of the zone. And we mentioned a bit of the walk problems Barbier has had at times. Sitting with a 170 whip this season. He did walk 8 batters in 4 innings against the Saints earlier this year. So that out at third base looming large now as McCosh got thrown out at third base trying to advance on a wild pitch. As the Saints would have had the bases loaded, but now they sit with 2 on and 2 outs. The catcher, Riley Naughton, comes to the plate. Fouled right back up to the screen for strike one. Naughton, 6'3". Another 6'3" out of Mississauga and St. Martin. So him and Lawrence Aurelio, obviously teammates back up in Mississauga. Both first-year players out of St. Martin Secondary School. Good lead off of second from Aurelio. That one misses down and in for a ball. So just like in the top of the second inning where Sheridan had 2 aboard and 2 outs, the Saints have the same. Looking for better luck to cash in. pickoff attempt. Shortstop really wasn't over there for the throw, so the pitcher just hung on to it. Aurelio taking a deep lead off, is now creeping back to the line. Now takes a big hop. Pitcher holds. A fastball misses high. So Barbier really holding on to that ball with runners on base. Tough to be a defender in that situation when that pitcher just holds and holds. Sometimes the fielders can get a little bit flat-footed. Naughton stands tall, left-handed. That one just in the dirt again, and that runs the count to 3-1. So definitely some control issues now from Barbier showing up here in the bottom of the second as he takes a little walk behind the mound to try and regroup here for this 3-1 pitch. Aurelio getting a pretty good secondary lead, so should cash on anything hit to the outfield grass. The 3-1 to Naughton. Hard shot, well foul. Watch out for my car. That's really hit far. He was all over that pitch and just got the bat head a little bit ahead of it and just drilled it foul. So the runners will be moving here. Should be a full count pitch, I believe. The scoreboard still says 3-1, but I believe it's full now. In there for strike three, looking. And he outside corner watches it go by. And the Saints unable to score here in the bottom of the second. We're through two complete. No score here at Lacoste Park. You're watching live on We Digital.
For St. Clair on the bottom of the second, no runs on one hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left. The OCAA championships will be played here at Lacoste Park, and the action starts on Thursday, October the 16th, with games at 4 and 7 p.m. It continues on Friday, 4 games starting at 10 a.m., and then Saturday starting at 10 for the bronze medal game, and at 1 p.m. for the gold medal game. This all starts on Thursday, October the 16th.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the third, getting ready to get started. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they honored some of the graduating players here. There's a look at the St. Clair bench. A few of the names are going to read off some of the graduates. Brady Nelson, Andrew Langslois, Tyler Brown-Amlin, he's out in right field today. Cameron Beal, Michael Grondin, a starting pitcher. Owen Levesque, he's in the lineup here today. He's out in left field. Jack Lewis, Adrian Harrison, Mitch McCosh, you've seen him DHing, and then the second baseman, the last graduating player, he's over at second base. So congratulations to all those Saints on their career so far here at St. Clair, and we'll look forward to seeing them in the OCAA finals coming up here in about a week and a half. As always, all those games will be brought to you by We Digital. We'll have all the games for you all weekend long. Leclaire winds and fires the first pitch of the third, in there for strike one. So both teams threatened in the second inning. Neither could cash, so the score remains tied at 0. Swings through that one. Looks like he might have pulled the string a little bit on that one, Leclaire did. So Leclaire getting some work now. Again, only 5 2/3 innings pitched this year. Now into his third inning of work here for the Saints. Saints have had a busy week. That one in there for a strike. They played last Wednesday, then they had a couple of games yesterday. So 4 games in about 5 days. Line drive to the shortstop. Russett's there, makes the play for out number 1. Kind of stuck his bat out on that one. Wasn't able to drive it past the second baseman. Russett able to play it on the backhand for out number 1. So top of the order now. Rugarello. That one just misses a little low, it looks like. 1-0. Rugarello went down looking his first time up. Came in today batting .268. There's one in there for a strike. Rugarello, OPS creeping down to about 650 now after that first strikeout. Squares, bunt left side, goes back to the screen as Aurelio comes charging in from third. So 1-2 the count. 1 away here in the top of the third. Ground ball just past the coaching box. Third base coach just olays it on by. They're led by head coach Frank Fascia. He's in his 4th season with the Bruins. LeClair ahead 1-2. Just misses outside. That evens a count at 2. So just 2 aboard against LeClair. A single down the left field line, and then he hit a batter on an 0-2 pitch. The only 2 Bruins that have reached base so far. Swing and a miss. And they're going to have to put the tag on him. Rugarello doesn't run down the first, and Naughton puts the tag for out number 2. Rugarello has struck out both times in this one. So a quick 2 outs here from LeClair. Sean Durana, your batter. He flew out the left field. Levesque had a little trouble with the sun on that one, but was able to still make the play. Sean Durana out of Caledon. First pitch misses away. Only 5 hits on the season for Sean Durana. Couple of RBIs. Swing and a miss. Evens a count at 1. LeClair looking pretty good so far on this one as we're in the top of the third. Check swing. They called strike, it looks like. That runs the count to 1-2. LeClair looking to get out of this inning for a 1-2-3 inning for the second time in this one. LeClair winds and deals. Breaking ball, outside corner, strike 3. He got him looking. Another quick inning from LeClair. We head to the bottom of the third. We're at Lacoste Park. We're still tied at 0. You're watching on We Digital.
For Sheridan in the top of the third, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no runners left. Leading off the bottom of the third for the St. Clair Saints.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lacoste Park. We're going to take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Doing some scoreboard watching here late in the season. Sioux College trying to do the St. Clair Saints a favor as they're hanging tough to Durham 2-2 in the sixth inning. St. Clair trails Durham by 1 game in the standings. So it'd be a big win if Sioux can pull that one off as we're back underway here in the bottom of the third inning. Finnegan Russett's the leadoff hitter for the St. Clair Saints. Russett 5'9" out of Windsor, Holy Names product, second-year player. Takes one right down the middle of the plate for strike 2. He's behind 0-2 quickly here. So Barbier had a little bit of trouble with the strike zone in the second inning, but so far has been on point here. Ground ball, shortstop. That's going to be a tough play. Oh, it takes a wicked topspin hop in the left field. A topspin grounder, and Russett is aboard with a leadoff single. Even if he comes up with that ball, it might have been a tough throw across the dime. He doesn't have the strongest of arms. So the Saints trying to get something going here in the bottom of the third inning. Top of the order now, Plain comes up. He flew out to center field his first time. Came into the game batting an even .300. We'll keep an eye over Russett as he has a pretty good lead. Pickoff attempt, and Russett's back easy. So Barbier trying to keep a close eye on that runner. Last time the Saints had someone over there, they bunted him over the second. Runner goes, hit and run, but this one gets popped up towards the catcher. Catcher back to the screen, looks for it. Oh, it's just off the screen, foul ball. He was tracking that ball the entire way, but just touched the screen, which kills the play. So a hit and run was going for the Saints. Plain just fouled it back. So the Saints approach Bouchard over on third, trying to get something going here offensively for the Saints. He had Russett moving. Barbier takes a good look at him. Pretty good lead off of first. Not going this time. Outside corner for the strike. Pickoff from the catcher. Not in time. Murdy doing a good job behind the dish for the Bruins so far in this one. A couple of nice throws down the first. Caught McCosh trying to advance back in the second inning. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He goes down for out number 1. Chases the high one again. Nice high fastball from Barbier. And that's Barbier's third strikeout of the ball game. Barbier coming into this one had 13 strikeouts in 17 and 2/3 innings. There's also already gotten 3 Saints to go down. Here comes Gale. He is one of those 3 strikeout victims in this one. That one just low and bounces away from the catcher, but not enough for the base runner Russett to get over to second base. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Maybe a little bit bunched towards the middle of the field. So a big hole down the left field line if he can pull one. Another pickoff attempt. A little bit of a high throw, but big first baseman Cowper is able to handle it easy. 6'3" first baseman over there for the Bruins. The 1-0 to Gale. Runner fakes the go. He stays put. Gale takes a strike. Russett took a couple quick steps over to second base, but shut it down quickly. Evens the count at 1. 1-1, 1 out, 1 on. High set, runner goes. Ground ball right side. Oh, a perfect hit and run, and that's going to advance the runner all the way to third base. They throw it to the cutoff, but a perfectly executed hit and run by the St. Clair Saints. The runner goes. Gale just punches it into the 3-4 hole, and they have runners at the corners with only 1 out. So they attempted it back on the first pitch, the hit and run. It was fouled back to the screen. Bouchard put it back on, and Gale was able to execute. This will bring up Owen Levesque now, the 3-hitter for the Saints. Came in batting .361, .968 OPS. He has 8 RBIs and a homer this year. Fly ball should score the runner from third. First pitch misses high. We'll keep an eye over on Gale. Gale only has 1 stolen base on the season. Saints can't be running themselves out of another inning here, so we'll see if Gale is a little bit more cautious here. Hard shot left side. That ball's through and down. That's an RBI single. Good job by Russett just holding up, making sure that ball got past the third baseman. But a line drive single, and the Saints are on the board, 1-0. Owen Levesque cashes in Finnegan Russett.
Designated hitter number 32, Mitch McCall.
So the Saints starting to get a little bit of hard contact here on Barbier. First and second, 1 out. The big Mitch McCosh up. He singled in his first time up. Breaking ball misses high, and we've seen Barbier miss that breaking ball quite a bit here today in these first 2+ innings. Outfield shaded around the right side just a little bit. A little bit of breeze towards straightaway center. That ball misses down and in, gets away, and both runners are going to advance on the wild pitch. Murdy tried to keep that ball close to him. He was able to block it, but it just skipped away from him too much, and both runners are able to advance. And we'll see if the infield is going to come in now or not, as the Bruins are already trailing by 1, and now 2 runners in scoring position for the Saints. So only the third baseman comes in. First, second, and short still playing deep. Another one down low, not far enough away for Gale to score. So as soon as base runners get aboard, it appears, that's when Barbier starts to lose some of that control. Barbier wants a new sign, so just steps off to compose himself. Finds a sign from Murdy he likes, and comes set. That one pumped right down the middle. McCosh taking all the way. McCosh looking home to drive in at least 1. He's got a couple in scoring position here with only 1 out. Barbier slowly comes to his set position. The 3-1. This one fouled back to the screen. That's going to fill the count up. McCosh a little bit late on that one. Big opportunity for the Saints to cash some more runs. They got 1 across here in the bottom of the third. Taking a little bit too long. McCosh asked for and is granted time by the home plate umpire. We've seen Barbier really hold that set position for quite a while. And it's tough for a batter to stand in there ready that long. So he asked for time. No disengagement rule here in the OCAA. That one's a flare in the left. No, shortstop backpedals on. Is able to get it. Could be a double play. Oh, just back in time. Looked like he got a little bit more on that ball, McCosh. I thought it was going to flare over the shortstop's head, and I believe so did Owen Levesque. But Levesque was able to scamper back to second base and not get doubled up. So twice McCosh gets hit on the fist. One time he's able to muscle it in the right center field. This time he couldn't get it over the shortstop's head. Sean Durana is able to make the play. And here comes Sleeman. Sleeman's batting average down quite a bit from last year. He was one of the top hitters for the Saints last year, down to a .220 batting average, .751 OPS. A high breaking ball slips right out of the hand of Barbier. Big spot for Andrew Sleeman. Sleeman, another one of those Leamington products from the Saints. Swing and a miss. Took a big rip at that one and came up empty. Big spot here for the Saints. Sleeman's got a couple in scoring position. Owen Levesque's over at second. Gale's at third. The 1-1. Little breaking ball, tried to frame it up. Murdy did. Umpire wasn't buying it, so that's going to run the count to 2-1. Infield playing deep all around, trying to keep the ball from getting to the outfield grass. 2-1 from Barbier. That one misses badly outside. Murdy just has to stab at it to keep it from going back to the screen. So Sleeman ahead 3-1 now. He's got a couple of runners in scoring position, looking to drive them home. Barbier comes set. That one's up and in for ball 4. And Sleeman will load the bases with his walk. So bases loaded, 2 outs for the Saints. They have 1 in. Finnegan Russett was cashed in on the Owen Levesque single. Saints have had quite a few runners on base here today. That's the 3rd walk already surrendered by Barbier. High fly ball, left center field. Law is converging. They're coming together, and he just is able to grab it. Law in left field was able to find it and grab it. The Saints leave the bases loaded. They do cash 1. After 3 complete, they lead 1-0. You're watching live on We Digital.
For St. Clair in the bottom of the 3rd, 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left.
Welcome back. We're heading into the top of the 4th inning. We're going to take another look at that out-of-town scoreboard. The bottom of the 3rd, Fanshawe looks like they might have just broken that one open for now. They'd have a 7-1 lead against Humber. Again, doing a lot of scoreboard watching. Durham Sioux still sitting at 2-2 heading into the 7th inning now. So Sioux College trying to do St. Clair Saints a favor and try and knock off the Durham Lords. LeClaire still in there for the Saints. 3-4-5 hitters coming up for the Bruins. Gagne leading things off. He lined out the 3rd base his first time. He takes strike 1 looking. Gagne 5'10" out of Brampton. David Suzuki secondary. With that out, Gagne falls below the 400 mark for his batting average for the year. LeClaire's been solid today. Only the one real mistake, hitting Linfield with the 0-2 pitch. He's only given up 2 base runners, a single and a hit by pitch. He has 4 strikeouts so far in this one. Coming into the game, only 5 2/3 innings pitched. but doing well so far here today. That one's a line drive up the middle. Second baseman leaps. Oh, what a play at second base! A leaping catch. Finnegan Russet gets up and grabs it, climbs the ladder. And all the defensive players come around Russet to congratulate him. That one I thought was a no-doubt line drive single, but Russet was able to get there for a beautiful play. Russet, only 5'9", was able to get up there and catch that one. So a big first out for the Saints defense. And that ball catches the inside corner, strike one. Beautiful play. Oh. There's another strike. Quick 0-2 for Clair. So Clair jumps ahead quickly, 0-2. Fine drive left side. That's going to drift foul out of play. So Russet, the second baseman, one of those graduating players for the Saints, honored before the game, out of Holy Names. He's a Windsor product. On the fist, ground ball. Gale gets the little in-between hop, takes it himself for the second out. Gale wasn't sure if he wanted to come in on that one or let it come to him. Decided at the last minute to come get it on the short hop. And had enough time to make the play and step on the bag for the record the quick second out. So if Clair can get this batter, this would be the third time in 4 innings where he can get the Bruins hitters up, 3 down. Nice breaking ball in there, strike one against Murdy. Clair, long, slow delivery, swing and a miss. Murdy just waved at that one. Murdy came into this one batting .324. He struck out his first time up. The left-hander's definitely having trouble with the lefty Clair on the hill. The 0-2. In on the fist, fouled against the screen. Saints trying to get out of this inning quickly, get those bats back in, up in the bottom of the fourth. They're starting to have some success against Barbier. The 0-2. A little fly ball, center field. Center fielder's coming for it. Sleeman's there and puts it away. Had to come quite a ways for that one, but able to get the third out. Heading to the bottom of the fourth, Saints lead 1-0. You're watching on We Digital.
For Sheridan in the top of the fourth, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no runners left. It's time to announce the winner of the SSAA $100 scholarship raffle. The winner is Adam Levesque. Could you please come up to the press box? Adam Levesque. Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the St. Clair Saints, the right fielder, number 12, Tyler.
Welcome back, bottom of the fourth inning here, Lacoste Park, Tecumseh, Ontario. Saints lead the Sheridan Bruins 1-0. They scored one back in the bottom of the third inning, the only score of this one so far. Ball one misses. Saints have had plenty of traffic on the bases. 4 hits and 3 walks, but only able to push one across so far. Barbier still on the mound for the Bruins. Statistically, their best pitcher. 3.96 ERA coming into this one. Whip a little bit high, 170. We talked about a little bit of his control issues. We really notice it when there's runners on base. He seems to lose a little bit of control when there's some traffic around the bases. And this one, not even close. 3 straight pitches. Amlin has to duck out of the way. Brown Amlin walked his first time up. Barbier comes set on the 3-0. And he finally gets one right down the middle. Catcher couldn't quite hang on to it, but still in there for strike one. Brown Amlin taking all the way as Barbier starting to throw quite a few pitches, so the Saints trying to get deeper into that Bruins bullpen later if they can. That one misses on 5 pitches. Amlin's able to get aboard via the walk.
Catcher number 22.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Riley Naughton. He went down looking his first time. The big left-hander into the box. Naughton 6'3". Big hole on the right side that he's going to look to try and pull one through, I would imagine. A little half-hearted pickoff attempt. He doesn't even throw it as he steps off the back of the rubber. Good lead from Brown Amlin. We'll keep an eye on him at first. Squares the bunt, gets one down third base side, right down the line. They're going to let that one trickle foul. So again, for the second time, we've seen the Saints playing the small ball, trying to get Brown Amlin over. Saints have Finnegan Russet, who made that outstanding play last inning. He's on deck. And then the top of the order to follow that. Russet on deck, did have a single his last time and scored the only run of the game. Squares around again, this time another bunt, this time right side, unable to get it down. You can see him just kind of look up to the sky, kind of frustrated with himself on that one. Unable to get the sacrifice bunt down that head coach Bouchot put down a couple times in a row. So we'll see what Naughton can do now. He's behind in the count, 0-2. Pretty good lead over on first base from Brown Amlin. That one misses down and in for ball one. The Saints sit at 8-7, still battling for some playoff position, but it looks like Durham has broken that one over against the Sioux, and they look like they're going to win that game. As he goes down, a strikeout for Naughton. And the first out is recorded against the Saints. That brings up Russet. Russet made that outstanding catch. Would have been a leadoff single, but he was able to track that ball down and leap up and able to snag it. Pickoff, oh, he had him leaning. Brown Amlin was just leaning a little bit towards second base. So maybe something was on there from manager Bouchot. As you see Russet take a long look over to third base to get the signs. Third base creeping in. That's Bernie. That one's in there for a strike. Again, the Saints getting quite a bit of traffic. That's their 8th runner on base already here today, but only the 1 run. Barbier steps off the back of the rubber again. Just trying to keep Brown Amlin honest over there at first base. Foul ball against the screen. Again, takes a long look. Lots of science coming over from third base on an 0-2 pitch coming from Barbier. So an average lead over from Brown Amlin. Amlin's going. Ground ball right side. That's going to just trickle foul. Looks like Brown Amlin got a pretty good jump off of first base on that one. But with 2 strikes, Russet has to swing at that one. As Russet goes down to tie the spikes. The Saints lead this one 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here, Lacoste Park, Tecumseh, Ontario. It's the final regular season home game for the St. Clair Saints. They're going to be here for the OCAAs. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get one of those top 2 seeds, so they're going to have to play in that play-in game on the Thursday. Opponent to be determined still. That'll be on, I believe, October 16th is the first day of that OCAA championship weekend. Again, we'll have all the games here on We Digital. Pitcher holds. Amlin goes. That one's fisted again, back against the screen again. Brown Amlin getting his sprints in over towards second base. He'll have to retreat. So 1-2. Amlin gets his lead, not going this time. Check swing in the dirt. Russet able to hold up. That evens the count at 2. So we'll watch for Brown Amlin again. He's been going a couple times during this plate appearance against Russet. Barbier holds the ball high. Runner goes. A high breaking ball. Throw down to second base. It's high. In there with a stolen base. On ball 3 is Tyler Brown Amlin. So Amlin got a good jump and a good pitch to run on with the slow high breaking ball. Barbier hasn't been able to locate that breaking ball pretty much all day. So the Saints with 1 out have a runner in scoring position and they lead 1-0. Russet still the batter. He's worked the count to full. Swings at a high pitch, popped up towards shortstop. Sean Durana is there, having a little trouble with it, stabs at it at the last moment and comes up with it. Sean Durana already with 7 errors this year, almost had another one there. Just at the last second was able to stab at it as it was drifting away from him. Top of the order now for the Saints, playing the batter. He's 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout. Came in today batting an even 300, but it's dropped below that now. Going to need a single here to try and cash in. There's that high breaking ball. Just no feel on it, looks like, from Barbier. Releasing too high, able to not coming through on it to get that bite that he wants. So the Saints should be sitting fastball with him unable to locate that breaking ball. Barbier holds for a while, playing asks for time and is granted. Playing out of Battle Creek, Michigan. Leadoff hitter looking to cash in. He's only got 2 RBIs this year. Hard shot, right field right at him. And he's able to put it away. Linfield makes the catch, and the side is retired. We're through 4 complete. Saints lead 1-0. You're watching live on We Digital.
For St. Clair in the bottom of the 4th, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left. Leading off the top of the fifth will be Sheridan Bruins.
Welcome back as we head to the fifth inning. Clair still on the mound for the Saints. Really economical with his pitch count. Only 56 pitches through 4. So 14 pitches per inning. Doing a good job. Coming into this one with only 5 2/3 inning. He's through 4 complete. 4 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 hit by pitch. Outstanding play last inning by Russet over at second to save him a single. Swing and a miss. The big lefty waves at that one. Saints lead 1-0. Hard grounder, second base. Flips over the first, a little bit high, but Gale's able to stab it. The first out is recorded. Gale looked like he wanted to jump off that first base to get that ball, but was able to stay home and let Russet make the play. We used to see that from a young Vladdy Guerrero coming off that first base bag on any ball he thought he could get to, but then it makes it a tough throw for the pitcher to come across and make that play. So 1 out recorded. Just misses the outside corner on that breaking ball. The 1-0 misses, 2-0. So the Sioux was trying to do some help for the Saints early on. They had a 2-2 game, but that game was broken open. Durham now leads that one 12-2, and they're going to go on to win that one. So they're going to move a game and a half ahead of the Saints. This one gets fouled back to the screen, so the Saints are going to have to win that one to keep pace. That's a battle for the 3 seed. Humber was losing the fan shot, so that should put them out of contention to move up to the 3-4. But right now the Saints look like they could be in line to face Humber. This one's hit hard to center field. Sleeman trying to block the sun with his glove. He's there and puts it away for out number 2. Nice contact there from Linfield, but Sleeman was tracking that one right off the bat. Put the glove up to the sun to block that away. Perfectly textbook center field there from Sleeman. So as I was mentioning, St. Clair looks like right now they're going to face Humber on that Thursday matchup. And Durham likely to face Sheridan for the play-in game for the Final Four. Still a few games to go, but still some chances that could move around, but that's where it's trending right now. LeClaire again working quickly here. Bernie, the third baseman. Ground ball right side. Looks like he's going to flip it to the pitcher. He does. LeClaire's there in time. Another quick 1-2-3 inning for Jonas LeClaire. He's having a whale of a ball game. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. Score still saying 1-0 St. Clair. You're watching on We Digital.
For Sheridan in the top of the 5th, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no runners left. Just a reminder that our concession stand is open and is located directly behind the stands. We are serving hot dogs, water, pop, chips, candy, and sunflower seeds.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Kanan Gale's going to lead things off for the Saints. He's 1 for 2. Gale's played a strong game over at first base today for the Saints.
First baseman number 20, Kanan Gale.
Still on the mound is Tyler Barbier. He's at 74 pitches through his 4 innings of work. That was 18 more than what Clair had, as the first pitch just misses. So yeah, 18 and a half pitches per inning, so a little bit high for Barbier, as he's allowed 4 hits and 4 walks so far. High fly ball left field. Law's back, tracking it, still tracking it, back, and he makes the play, the running over the shoulder catch from Tyler Law out in left center field. Gale got good wood on that one, but hit it very high, so Law was able to catch up to that one and chase it down for out number 1. Tyler Law, the 5'9" left fielder out of Woodstock Collegiate, is able to record the first out for the Bruins. First pitch, again, that breaking ball misses. Hasn't thrown too many breaking balls for strikes here today. He has recorded 4 strikeouts, 2 to Naughton, Gale, and Plain, also strikeout victims today. That one misses just down and away. Counts 2-1. The Saints still only with 1 run in this one. High fly ball, straight away center field. Rugolo has to turn around. Now he's having trouble, and he still comes up with it. Almost got caught in the blender spinning out in center field. Owen Levesque was already coming around second base almost when that ball was caught. But a couple of hard hit flyouts, and the Bruins have 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So a fly out the left field, fly out the center field. As Barbier continues to work here in the bottom of the 5th against the Saints. The Saints in their 2 games against Sheridan early this year put up a combined 28 runs over the doubleheader and just blew the Bruins out of the water, but the Bruins have really improved in the second half of this season. They have 5 wins on the year. They've come against strong teams, 2 against the top seed Lambton. They've also beaten Humber, Durham, and Fanshawe to account for their 5 wins, and they still have 3 to play against Sioux, so that one just misses. You figure they're going to take at least 2, if not all 3, against Sioux College. With a strong finish, Sheridan could have a chance, especially if they can somehow upset St. Clair here, maybe move up a spot in the standings. Humber and Sheridan just a game apart right now. Humber losing at Fanshawe in their game today. That one's still in progress though. So the count runs to 3-1 to McCosh. Saints have had runners on in every inning except for the first. They've had 8 runners aboard. McCosh stands tall over the plate. Fouls one away left side. That's out of play. And that's going to run the count to full. McCosh stands pretty close to the plate. Barbier shakes off the first one and likes the second call he gets from Murdy. That one outside corner just misses. Barbier was hoping to get that as Murdy tried to frame it up, but unable to do so. So the Saints have a runner aboard in 4 out of 5 innings.
Center fielder number 23, Andrew Sleeman.
And we'll see if they try anything with McCosh over on first base to try and get a runner in scoring position. Here comes Sleeman. No official at-bats today, but he has a sacrifice bunt and a walk. That ball's down in the dirt, but McCosh stays put. Sleeman made a nice catch over in right field the last inning, or right center field. Tracking that ball while blocking the sun. And he takes one right down the middle for strike 1. The shade's starting to reach the catcher. I don't know if it'll be much of a problem before this game is over. Sometimes that batter's box gets in the shade, so it makes it a little bit difficult sometimes for the hitters. That's a popped up right side. First baseman Cowper camps underneath it. Last second stabs at it. Had a little bit of footwork problem, but he's able to come away with it. And that ends the 5th inning. Saints leave another runner aboard. We're through 5 complete here at Lacoste Park. Saints lead 1-0.
For St. Clair in the bottom of the 5th, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left. Just a reminder that the OCAA championships will be here at Lacoste Park, and the action starts on Thursday, October the 16th, with games at 4 and 7 p.m. The following day, Friday, they'll have 4 games starting at 10 a.m., and then on Saturday at 10 for the bronze medal game, and at 1 p.m. for the gold medal game. That's Thursday, October the 16th.
We're back at Lacoste Park, top of the 6th inning. Quick moving game here so far. Jonas Clair pitching a whale of a game so far. He's through 5 innings. Only one time he hasn't got the Bruins out, 1, 2, 3. Back in the 2nd inning with 2 outs, he allowed a single and a hit by pitch, but every other inning he's gone 3 up, 3 down against the Bruins. Bottom of the order now. Aurelio playing about even with the bag. Maybe keep an eye on a bunt here from the 9-hitter. Little swing off the end of the bat just flares against the fence for strike 1. With a couple more outs, Leclerc could even his whole season output in innings pitched. Squares the bunt, he attempts at it and does get a piece of it. The catcher hangs on, but that's strike 2. So Aurelio was charging, the 9-hitter, trying to find any way to get aboard for the Bruins, especially with the top of the order coming up. They've only had 1 runner in scoring position. Leclerc jumps out, 0-2. Off the glove, he misses it. They're going to have to throw down the first base to complete this strikeout. Inside throw, but Gale's able to grab it. Strikeout completed, 2-3. And that's the 5th strikeout for Leclerc. Law waved at it, and it just went off the edge of the glove of Riley Naughton, but not too far away where Naughton was able to barehand it and fire it down to Gale. So it's top of the order now. Rugarello, he struck out 2 times, one swinging, one's looking. First one misses. Leclerc winds and deals. Swing and a miss. That evens up the count. Leclerc came into this one with a 4.94 ERA, doing a good job of lowering that here today. He falls behind 2-1. Top of the order now for the Bruins, so the Saints are going to have to be careful, just clinging on to that 1-0 lead. Fly ball, left center field. Sleeman tracks over, he's got it, and puts it away for out number 2. Good contact off the bat from Rugarello. But read nicely from Andrew Sleeman, and Sleeman's able to come across and grab that one with relative ease. And once again, the first 2 outs are recorded. Leclerc has recorded the first 2 outs of every inning so far. And he's now has matched that season output of innings pitched. Ground ball, shortstop. Plain has to charge it. Oh, it takes a little bit of a bad hop, but he played it off to the side. And they have a runner aboard with 2 outs. So Plain looked like he played it off to his hip a little bit.
Hitter number 27, Kimo Fernie.
And Sean Durana is aboard. So they rule it an infield single. I'm sure Plain would like to have that one back. A slow roller might have got a little bit of bad hop off the lip. And it's kind of shot over his glove and over the shoulder into the shallow left center. So the tying run's aboard here for the Bruins. This one gets fouled out of play. The 3-hitter, Gandhi, is up. He's lined out a couple of times. Once to third, and then that remarkable play by Russet a couple innings ago at second base. High fly ball, this is trouble. Left field, he finally camps under it, he makes it. I thought he might have got a little bit deeper off the bat, but Levesque, right off the bat, was able to track that one. The third out is recorded. So a little bit of danger there for Clair, but they were able to get out of it. We're heading to the bottom of the sixth. We still remain 1-0. You're watching on We Digital.
For Sheridan in the top of the sixth, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the sixth inning. Saints still clinging to that 1-0 lead. Clair's been brilliant on the mound for the St. Clair Saints. Barbier has been almost equally as good. A little bit more traffic, but he's been able to get out of jams. He's given up 4 hits and 5 walks. He's struck out 4. Taking a quick look out of town. Fanshawe now leads Humber 7-3 in the 5th inning. That ball misses up and in. If we get any more updates before our broadcast is over, we'll try and relay them to you. Durham and Sioux were close for a while, but Durham ended up running away with that one, as they'll move to 10-6. Swing and a miss. Sioux will fall to 1-13 with that loss. Aurelio, the batter, he's 0 for 1. He also reached on a walk. That ball misses down low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aurelio. And we finally see some action actually in both bullpens now. That one, catches the top part of the zone for a strike. So we see some action. Sheridan getting someone ready. Look, Barbier's pitch count starting to get a little bit up there. And there's a lefty warming up for the Saints, just in case Clair gets in any trouble. Check swing, he might have went. They waved, no, they say no swing. Aurelio gets another chance. Try and get the names for the bullpen. I can't quite see the numbers from here. Ground ball shortstop. Over to Sean Durana, plays it off the side, fires across the diamond in time for out number 1.
Right fielder number 12, Tyler Brown.
That'll bring up Brown Amlin for the Saints. He's been aboard both times. You see a little, that's Aurelio coming over to relay anything he might have picked up on Barbier that time up. Brown Amlin's reached a couple times on walks. He also has a stolen base here. Outside corner, catches a piece of the plate for strike 1. So just light throwing out in the Sheridan bullpen. Not really throwing. Swing might have got a piece of that fouled off. And Brown Amlin is quickly behind the count, 0-2. Saints have had runners aboard every inning but the first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 5th strikeout of the game for Tyler Barbier. Two outs, nobody on for the Saints, and here comes Riley Naughton. Naughton has struck out a couple times in this one, trying to avoid the hat trick. That one's in there for strike 1. So Barbier waited for his 6th inning to put up his best inning of work here so far. He's looked really sharp this inning. Breaking ball. This time he does catch the outside corner. Not happy with that one. Naughton's going to want that one when he's squatting in front of the catcher next half inning, I'm sure. That one bounces it into the dirt. Naughton doesn't chase. Barbier working quickly now. Fly ball left center field. Law tracking it. Sunglasses down. And he puts it away. 3 up, 3 down. Quick inning for the Saints bats. We're heading to the 7th. St. Clair Saints still lead this 1-0. Bruins have 3 outs remaining. You're watching live on We Digital.
For St. Clair on the bottom of the 6th, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and no runners left.
All right, here it comes down to the 7th inning. Saints still lead by a run. They scored all the way back in the 3rd inning. They pushed one across on an RBI single from Owen Levesque. Clair still on the bump for the Saints. He came into this one with a .494 ERA. His 6 shutout innings have brought that down to a .240 ERA. As he's looking to finish this game out on his own. There's a little bit of action in the Saints bullpen. Eric Brown, the leadoff hitter. Ball 1 misses. Brown is 0 for 2. Grounded out back to the mound, and also a 3 unassisted. I'm sure LeClair would like to finish this one himself. In there for strike 1. LeClair, the 6-footer out of Holy Names. Fly ball left field right down the line. It is down for a base hit. He's rounding first. He's going to go into second base standing up. A leadoff double for Eric Brown just inside the chalk down the left field line. A leadoff double for the Bruins, and the Bruins are in business with a tying run on second base. So we're going to have a discussion at the mound and also down the third baseline. That's Kareem Kabrazli. He's talking to his young pitcher. And you see the manager, Frank Fascia, coming to talk to his big catcher, Murdy, to see what he wants him to do. Let's see if he's going to have his catcher square around the bunt here. Murdy's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. The umpire comes and breaks up the discussion on the mound. Only the third hit given up by LeClair here today. So let's see how LeClair can handle the situation here. A little bit of pressure now. Check swing, bounces away from the catcher a little bit, ball 1. Not enough for Brown to get over to third base, as Naughton's able to keep that one in front of him. So a left-hander working in the bullpen. For the Saints. Shortstop Plain tries to keep the runner close. That ball looks like it cut a piece of the bat. Foul ball. Was probably going to be a ball, but just got a piece of the bat. So LeClair 1-1 against Murdy. He steps off. He wants to get another sign. Both middle infielders pretty close to the bag at second. Russett and Plain trying to keep the base runner close. Russett goes back to his regular position now with the left-handed batter. Swing and a miss. Waves at an outside pitch. That's a big strike. LeClair going to be trying to get this strikeout here and try and keep that runner stranded at second. Couple shakeoffs to Naughton. Finds a pitch he likes. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. That's going to get out of play. So let's see if LeClair comes back to that off speed. Low and away. We've seen Murdy kind of wave at that pitch a couple times. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout from LeClair. His 6th strikeout of the game on the hill from LeClair. 11 total on the season now. And the Bruins are unable to get that runner over the third base with less than 2 outs so far. Cowper now, another big left-handed bat. Single and a ground out. Ground ball right side. Oh, bad hop on a Gale. Terrible hop off the Lacoste Field lip. Late in the season, you see that in a lot of diamonds. A wicked hop. They're going to have to probably rule that a hit. No fault of Gale there. Just taking a wicked hop off up high on, looks like the cheek or the neck area. So a huge break for the Bruins as they're going to come take a look at Gale. The runner moves over the third base on the single. And now the trainer coming to look at him. Gale looks like he's no worse for wear. Trainer just kind of keeping an eye on him. Took it up around the head and neck area. But Gale's going to remain in the game. So it looked like it was going to be just a routine ground ball that was going to advance the runner to third, but at the last second just takes a wicked hop on Cannon Gale over at first base. And now the Bruins have runners at the corners. Looks like there's a pinch runner now at first base. So that's Colin Dugin is now the runner.
Right fielder number 17, Kevin Linfield.
So Kevin Linfield's a batter. He's 0 for 1 of the hit by pitch. Pinch runner over on first base.
Pinch runner at first, number 5, Colin Dugin.
Runners at the corners for the Saints. 1 out. Squeeze play! Bunts it away. Foul. The runner was coming home from third. Sheridan doing anything they can to get that tying run home. As Linfield squared and the runner was coming down the third base line. Let's see if the Saints do anything different now with the 0-1. If manager Fascia keeps the bunt on or now looks for a swing away. Middle infield playing at double play depth. Corners are playing even with the bag. That ball misses low. So the Saints trying to hold on to keep pace with Durham. They trail by a game and a half currently, as Durham has already won their game today. If they lose this one, it's unlikely they'll have any chance of catching Durham. Pick off over at first, dangerous with that runner over on third. And Gale's able to come down with it. Still work over in the Saints bullpen. Only probably a batter or two remaining here for Clair in his outing. Going to try and get a double play grounder to end it. Breaking ball just misses. Naughton tried to frame it up, unable to do so. The count now stands at 2-1. Linfield looks over down third base, see if anything is on again. They attempted the squeeze play back on the first pitch of this at-bat. That one misses high. So Leclerc's got himself in quite a bit of a jam here now. That leadoff double, followed it up with a strikeout, and then the wicked single off of Gale's head and neck area. And the count's 3-1. Leclerc kicks and deals. Fly ball right field. That's going to drift foul. Decent speed at third base. Fly ball deep enough. Going to try and score that tying run on anything hit relatively deep into the outfield. Big payoff pitch. Keep an eye on the runner at first. He stays put. Ground ball could be 2. Oh, it takes a wicked hop off the shortstop. The game is tied. The runner is stuck up. He doesn't know where to go. Now he finally scampers back. Could have been a game-ending double play, but the shortstop unable to come up with it. And this ball game is tied. And that looks like that's going to be it for Leclerc. Bouchak coming in, and that's going to be the day is going to be over for Jonas Leclerc. Pitched a whale of a game, had a little bit of trouble with some bad bounces for his defense, and he walks off getting a great applause from this home Lacoste Field St. Clair crowd. So we're tied at 1. Looks like they did rule that an error at shortstop. Could have been a game-ending double play, but Plain unable to. He's missed a couple over there at shortstop now. And you can see him being kind of consoled by the shortstop, Aurelio, by the third baseman, Aurelio. So new pitcher in the game for the Saints. I think that's Heinbuch. It looks like it is Jake Heinbuch on the mound. Heinbuch is 2-1 this season. He's got a .475 ERA. He has 19 strikeouts in 17 2/3 innings with a .192 whip. Leclerc went 6 1/3 innings. Leclerc has only given up the 1 run. And a tough ground ball over to shortstop. Plain couldn't handle the hard hit grounder. Might have been a game-ending double play. And it got by him. And now the Bruins have 2 aboard with only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Jesse Burney's going to be the batter for the Bruins. He's 0 for 2. Grounder to the mound, grounder to first.
Third baseman number 11, Jesse Burney.
So the Saints having a little bit of trouble, not getting that home field bounce that they hope to get on their Lacoste Park field. It's been going in favor of the Bruins. Ground ball right side, that's going to get through. Base hit to right. They're waving the runner home. Throw at the plate. Amlin, close play. He's safe. He jumps over the tag. Throw it to second. They're going to have him at second base. They do. Naughton got away from home plate a little bit and had to wave the tag, and a nice job. That was Aiden Cowper, the pinch runner Dugan, hurdling over the catcher for the go-ahead run. So an RBI single from Burney, and the go-ahead run has scored for the Bruins, and they take a 2-1 lead here in the 7th inning. That one gets fouled away. After the tag, it was good play by Naughton to be aware of that runner who came around second base. That was Linfield, and he got caught off of second base, so the Saints were able to record the second out. But so far the damage has been done as they now trail 2-1. Heinbeck pumps one in there for a strike. He gets ahead 0-2. So the line is complete now for Clair. He gives up 2 runs. Breaking ball just misses on the outside corner. Tried to get that pitch on the black. It just misses away. 9-hitter Law. He's 0 for 2 and a strikeout today. Ground ball up the middle. Pitcher has it easily. He's going to underhand it over to Gale. Gale scoops it out of the dirt to record out number 3. The Bruins do what they need. They come back with 2 runs in the top of the 7th. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th. You're watching live on We Digital.
For Sheridan in the top of the 7th, 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left.
Welcome back, everyone. We're at Lacoste Park, Tecumseh, Ontario, bottom of the 7th inning. The Sheridan Bruins come up with 2 runs in the top of the 7th to take the lead. The Bruins do have a defensive replacement. It looks like Mason Evans over at first base. Cowper was pinch run for, and Evans comes in now to take over defensively at first base for the Bruins. Still on the mound is Barbier, Tyler Barbier. He's pitched solid, had a little bit of control issues. That was mostly back in the 3rd inning where he walked a couple of batters. He's given up 4 hits and 5 walks, but only the 1 run. 7 left on base so far by the Saints through 6 innings. And that'll bring up Russet. Russet takes strike 1 looking. Saints need a base runner here. They trail by 1. Squares the bunt, pops it up, and that's out of play towards the Saints bench. Russet trying to do anything he can to get aboard with the top of the order following him. But now he's behind 0-2. Barbier's breaking ball's been a little bit better here in the last inning or two, so we'll see what he has to offer on this 0-2 pitch. Looks breaking ball, doesn't chase, misses low and away. Good location there on that breaking ball. When he was missing badly earlier, he was missing everything high, just releasing a little bit too early, not coming through on the ball. But that time he's able to have that bite. The batter just didn't chase. That one hits the batter. He tried that breaking ball once again, and just what I said, released a little bit too early, not coming through, and hits the batter. A break for the Saints as they have the leadoff hitter aboard. Let's see what they're going to do with Bryce Plain. So a mistake from Barbier, hitting the leadoff batter on the 1-2 pitch. And now the top of the order for the Saints. Bryce Plain, he's 0 for 3, a couple of flyouts and a strikeout. Plain came into this one batting .300. Squares the bunt, pulls the bat back. The catcher looks to throw over the first base to the new first baseman, Mason Evans. Evans over there at first base, 6'1" from Acton. He's a first-year player for the Bruins. Looks over at manager Bouchat for the signs at third base. Let's see if the bunt is on again. Third base cheating in. Squares. Bunt right side. That's a good bunt if it stays fair. It does. Throw to first base. They got him. Had to worry about throwing it high there to the smaller second baseman. Looks like they brought in a new second baseman as well. That looks like Daniel Gloria at second base.
First baseman number 20, and Gale.
But the sacrifice bunt moves the runner to second. And here comes Gale. He's got 1 hit and 3 at-bats. First pitch inside part of the plate, strike 1. Saints looking to cash. Outfield plan maybe a little bit shallow, trying to keep that runner from scoring on anything hit to the outfield. Gale's got some pop. He's got 8 RBIs on the season. The 0-1. Takes strike 2 right down. Oh, Gale doesn't like that call. Looked pretty good from up here. But he's now behind 0-2. Let's see if Barbier elects to go to that breaking ball again or just goes fastball. He seemed to have more success with the fastball here today. Catcher sets up away. Good lead at second base. He's going to third. They got him picked off. He's hung up, and he's out at third base. They're calling for a balk. They're not going to get one. He spins off the mound and throws it over to third base. And a caught stealing as he gets picked off. You can throw over to third base when you spin off like that, as long as you're trying to get an advancing runner. The bench is arguing a little bit, but he is able to spin off and do that play on a runner going to third. So the Saints run themselves out of a potential game-tying base runner. And now the Saints are 1 strike away from losing this ball game. Pitch just misses. Barbier hops off the mound hoping to get that call. This could be a big win for Sheridan. This could bring them up to 6-9. And with 3 games remaining against the Sioux, they might be able to move up in the standings. The 1-2. Line drive center field. Rugarella's there. He puts it away. A complete game for Barbier, and the Sheridan Bruins come back and win this one 2-1. A great ball game, an excellent comeback on this final regular season home game for the St. Clair Saints. They'll play 2 on the road in Lambton next week, but they fall to 8-8. The Sheridan Bruins improve to 6-9. My name is Dan Dominguez. On behalf of everyone here at We Digital, thanks for joining us here today. Be sure to catch us for the OCAA Baseball Championships being held at Lacoste Park in about a week.